My mom danced when she was young, and I think it was just something, I don't want to say she forced me into, but, you know, it was something she loved, and so she signed me up for ballet lessons when I was like 4 years old. The school that I was in followed a curriculum called the Royal Academy of Ballet, I believe is what it was. And it's like pretty structured, so as you move up in levels, you get to like change your leotard color, and which was fun because it was always something to look forward to. You're like, oh, when like I'm in my like level 5, I get to finally wear a black leotard, and that's like I get to like look like a professional and everything. So it was cool, and the way that like the recitals were set up is that they were in age order, so all the little kids got to go first, and all the teenagers and adults went last, so you got to kind of, as you got older, you were like, I'm getting closer to like being the best. So that was cool. And then as I got older, I picked up jazz, and that was really fun. I did that from like age 8 until I graduated high school. And that you have to be a little bit older to start because they want you to have a foundation of ballet first. Because ballet is like the basis to most forms of dance. Alright, so keep taking ballet classes. A lot of people, young people around, I don't know, age like 8 to 10, try and get out of ballet because it's boring, and they're little kids. They like to run around and take jazz and hip hop instead. And I think you should definitely take jazz and hip hop and tap and all of those things, but you need to keep taking ballet because it's like the foundation to everything. So I stopped dancing because I graduated from college, and that was where I danced. I could dance there for free in my dance company, or like relatively free. We paid like, our yearly dues, and it was like the whole year we could dance for like $100, which is like a really good deal. And after that, I didn't start looking for another place to dance because I don't know, it's really hard to find studios for adults. I could dance at a professional studio, but that's not something that I necessarily wanted to do. I have a full-time job, and I want something where I can dance, twice a week maybe. And also, you might be able to find classes for adults, but there's no really performance opportunities, and that kind of, I don't know, that's like a lot of the fun of dancing is to be able to perform afterwards. But it's definitely something I've considered picking up again. I think I just needed to take a break from it, and kind of get my bearings after graduating from college. And my studio was strictly like performance-based, like we were doing it just like for performance opportunities and for like artistic reasons. We weren't there to like show off tricks or anything or get points or win awards. It wasn't something that I ever really wanted to do. I never found it to be, I don't know, I'm not a super competitive person, and I felt that like competing with dance kind of went against, not everyone is going to agree with this, and that's fine, but it just like when, I don't know, competing in like artistic field to me just kind of goes against what art is about, for me at least. Art isn't about competition. It's like about expression and for yourself or the viewers' enjoyment. But I think it'd be fun to teach a class. I actually used to teach dance classes when I was in high school. I taught the little ones though, and that wasn't for me. Teaching, a class full of 10 5-year-olds how to do ballet is not something that's enjoyable for me. Maybe if it was a smaller class I would have more fun with it, but when you have kids that are hyper and just want to run around, you can't really teach them anything because ballet takes a lot of discipline, and teaching that kind of class is just not for me. But I think I'd like to teach like an adult class. I've choreographed for dance companies before, and I used to substitute teach for like high schoolers in jazz classes, and I've always thought that was really fun. I don't think I would do it full time. It's a lot on your body, and also you don't I don't know, you don't get paid enough to live. But yeah, it's something I would do on the side for sure. Yeah, I've been considering taking more classes. I think this summer maybe I might pick something up once everything winds down here a little bit. So I started here in October, and I've had a few months to kind of acclimate. And I think once everyone not everyone will be gone for the summer, but a lot of students will be gone during the summer, and I think that'll I'll have less to do here at work, so I'll have more time outside of work to de-stress, and it'll be a good time to pick up dancing again.